You know what time it is. It's the midnight in the bay time, baby. It's midnight in the bay, literally right now. I got a ladder behind me because I'm trying to make this podcast more manly. Do you see the broom? Do you see the over here the weed be gone spray? Which that's why I'm sitting over here because I got the weed right here. Oh shit. It's episode 301. It's your favorite person with the last name Woody. Alex Woody here. And we're lit. We're excited. We've got a show tomorrow in Hanford. Beautiful Hanford, right next to beautiful Bakersfield. There's going to be a lot of people on meth. There's going to be a lot of sweating. It's going to be hot, dusty, but we're going to have fun. I can't wait. My favorite part is the drive down. That'll be fun. But we're gonna do an episode with a fellow comedian on the way down. We're gonna look at nothing because it's an absolute boring drive. I don't know if you ever driven through the Central Valley of California, but it's like driving through Nevada. You want to commit suicide. You're like, I get why people jump off bridges. This is bad. Yeah, I drove through all of Nevada from, Reno all the way across to Utah. And I was like, I never want to do this again. I get why as soon as those people got to Donner, they ate each other because they were so just fed up. They were just so fed up with driving, or that's not even driving, taking a horse and buggy through Nevada. Can you imagine back in the day? No air conditioning. You got to go in the winter. They're like, yeah, remember that dumb family that went in the summer through Nevada? Shit, where'd my lighter go? Yeah, let's not do what they did. Let's go in the winter, and then they go in the winter and they get stuck and they eat each other, and now who's dumb? I'm sure a lot of people stay wherever they're at when they found out people ate each other. They're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go to California. That really doesn't sound that fun. For gold, or and eat your mom, or stay there and have your mom alive still making you meals. I wonder if there's anyone, I'm sure there were people living at home until they're 40, 50, property. Oh shit, did I just delete something? Who gives a shit? You can't care in life. Once you start caring is when you just become a nervous wreck. If you don't care, you're not a nervous wreck because you don't care. Now, people may be mad at you, but at least you're good. you know, they can be mad, they can have a heart attack. I'll chill. I feel like this episode and just this podcast in general is best to listen to under the influence. It's the only time I've been able to get through it. I'll go back and listen to episodes sober, and I'm like, Jesus, this makes no sense. But then I'll have a beer or two, smoke a half a joint like an adult. Funniest thing, greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like a 3D movie. A 3D movie sucks without the glasses. This is right here. This is glasses. Stole this weed from my grandma. Thank you, Grams. You don't need it. You're in a coma. I was feeling sick, so my wife gave me a COVID test. I waited 15 minutes, and it said I was positive for being gay. I said, baby, you gave me the wrong test. You gave me the test we got for our son. My dad wrote that joke, Fox News. I hurt my back recently to the point where it was hard for me to wipe my ass. This is not a joke. I don't know if you've had back pain, but it can make you bellow out sounds. and you don't even mean to make the sounds. It's like when you bang your foot on something, you make a noise, you swear. Hey, why'd you swear in front of the kid? I can't help it. I hurt myself. It's almost impossible not to swear when you hurt yourself. My son banged his toe on the other day and he yelled cunt. Kids say the darndest things. I also say kids learn from their parents. Gotta treat his mom better. Well, she is from England. But that's a lie. She's from Mexico. It doesn't really work. You can go away with calling a British woman a cunt because she's from England. They saying cunt there is like, good day, Um, but back to the sounds. I will make a noise with this back problems. Like I'll yell, and we'll be in the middle of CVS, and my son, my wife, they're going in the opposite directions. They're embarrassed. Someone's calling 911 because they think they're hurting me, and so no one would ever call the cops on an adult male getting beat up. You know what I mean? Oh, a wife and kid beating up and hurting. He must have did something bad. Hey, moms and kids, you guys should beat up more dads out there, because no one is gonna believe the dad saying that you're abusing them. So go ahead, take advantage of that. I take advantage of being white and I drive without a seatbelt. You know what I mean? You just gotta take advantage of your privilege. That's why, if you're black, do you. You know what I mean? Take advantage of being you, because you're a trendsetter. You know what I mean? So just be you. People will follow. White people are gonna follow. Sometimes black people don't want that. They don't want to start a trend, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna get hella fans. And it's like all dorky white suburban high school kids. There's definitely some rappers that probably have performed in places where they're like, my whole crowd is white. What is going on here? This is all I know is black people. This is odd, But opposites attract, baby. That is a true statement. Back to the back. No pun intended. ADD. That's why we keep going back and forth. I riff off my logic. How dumb I am. Must be entertaining for you guys. Hang on. Oh, wait. So with this back problem, it allows me to say, hey babe, I need to medicate. You're smoking again? Well, the back problem. Okay, well, at least you're not taking pills. Thank God. Even when my back doesn't hurt, I'll be smoking a lot. But this back pain, the sounds that have come out on me, and I'll yell. And it was embarrassing recently because I yelled in a bathroom with other people there. Yeah, great. I can hear the air conditioning. This isn't annoying for the listeners. Hang on. I gotta leave the door open. She'll get mad if I hotbox it. Yeah, it's like I'm in the garage, obviously. You guys probably thought I was in a dungeon. Finally, this guy got kidnapped. I get kidnapped. You have to still do your podcast, though. But you gotta live here forever. Whatever. Hey, I'm away from the wife and kids. I'm dying for someone to kidnap me. Please kidnap me. Put me in your dungeon. At least I don't have to deal with some bullshit around here. I don't want anyone to kill me. I don't want to die quite yet. But being kidnapped and chilling, don't torture me or anything. But let me chill, order DoorDash, put me on a budget. I'll make you laugh. As long as you give me this and a little woo 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 woo, I'll make you laugh. Some days I might make you cry. Oh, yeah, my brother died. What? But that's the whole thing. I'm like Netflix. I'm like a walking Netflix. You know? I I make you cry, I make you laugh, I make you feel better about yourself. And maybe there's a 1% chance I make you feel worse about yourself and jealous of me. No, that'll never happen. I need to get in shape for that. I want to get in shape so people are like jealous of me. I mean, no one's ever been jealous of me. Like, and I feel like if I got like a 12 pack, oh my God, it'd be so cool for people to be jealous of me. That's an ego boost. You know what I mean? These Instagram models, they got their asses. I'm jealous. I'm like, fuck, I want to ass. You know how those girls, they must feel great about themselves because they get products. Have you seen that? They get like, free clothes and trips, and only problem is everyone's probably trying to bang them, and it's annoying. After a while, you're like, I'll go to church. I'll get off the gram. That's what it's going to be. People are going to have Instagram models watch. They're going to get so overwhelmed. There's going to be movies about certain ones that go off the rails. There's going to be ones that get out of the business and start a life. It's almost like movie stars. It's really quite strange to see the evolution of computers and all that, and just seeing social media appear where it was basically just talking to people in your class, people that you went to college with. For a while, Facebook didn't let me on because I didn't go to college. And then I went to college just so I could go on Facebook. And that was the first dating platform, was the social media. You used to be able to talk to girls on there. Well, actually, that AOL Messenger. And I'm sure there was something before that, but I'm not that fucking old. But that's pretty old back in the day. I told my son that. He'd be like, oh, yeah, that's great story, old man. But that AOL Messenger, I think I didn't get a lot of dates because my username was pretty abrupt and aggressive. One man is sexy. I thought it was kind of funny, I mean, at the time I was in shape, I had hair, I was a little sexy. Now if I did like something like that, it'd just be officially creepy. You're bald, fat, and white, you can't do anything sexy. So, unless it's behind doors, and then with my wife, it's the lights off, under the sheets with her eyes closed, yelling most of the time a black name. No, I'm kidding. She yells a woman's name, which is great. I don't mind being called a woman. That is in right now. But yeah, this is great. I like talking to you. Can you hear the outside? I need to close that, huh? Hang on. One more. Hang on. Oh shit. Oh papa. Oh shit. Papa. Oh my god. But yeah, I did definitely hook up with some chicks off the old Facebook Messenger. Thank you, Zuckerberg. Because phone numbers, I guess, was kind of the same thing, but at least, with the great thing about Facebook is they were posting pictures too, so you can jerk off to them. You could jerk off to them before meeting them, and then you're acting like you don't want sex, you're not aggressive. They're like, oh my god, he's such a gentleman. Like he's not like the other guys. He's so, like, he didn't even mention sex. Like, oh, wonder why. Ladies, we have tactics, and I'm sorry, fellas, that was one of them. I just let go. I just gave away one of our secrets. I know. Don't kill me. Someone's just gonna snipe me from this open door over here. Like, there's an old lady that lives next door, and she just like jumps over the fence and like takes her mask off, and she's not an old lady. She's like an attractive Russian redhead that says, you can't be spreading lies, and I saw you videotape me in the shower. I thought you're old. But no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I hope not. What if it does? Guy with 35 views per video predicts death via grandma that's not actually Russian spy. Good looking chick. You kind of have to have a good looking chick to be a spy, because if she's really ugly, it's like obvious. You know what I mean? If she's like hella strong and ripped and like, army haircut, just doing like, fucking curls and, chin ups, and she's, got a canine or two, that's obvious. That's a spy. You know what I mean? But you have an attractive woman. She says, don't get my nails dirty. I broke a nail last week. I wanted to call the manager. I mean, they were really playing the part of a decent white American lady, suburbs. But hang on, let me close the door because this is the sound is. I told you I got ADD. Hang on. I just take a sip of your drink because if you're watching this podcast, you definitely a drinker. Ow. Oh my god, you guys aren't gonna believe this. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. She was just out there. I just saw her freaking head over the fence. She was listening to me do the podcast. I like an audience, but when I, know they're there, like not hiding behind me. If you guys were behind me right now listening, that'd be in the dark, that'd be creepy. You know? Mm. So like yelling at my father's a 1950s husband, hey, you make me a cocktail. I worked all day, but women have rights now, so I gotta be a good boy. I can't listen to techno while driving anymore. Yeah, I always get in trouble with the police and my wife. You ever drive too fast and they get all mad? Hey, what are you doing? I don't know. You put on fucking Calvin Harris, and I feel like or you can't. I can't even listen to rock. How can you drive slow to that? You want a challenge to be blast just the craziest rock. Just blast the craziest rock while driving and try not to fucking drive fast. I fucking dare you. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's why I think to be a good driver, you gotta lower the music or just listen to talk radio, sports radio. But getting angry, you could be a bad driver. I used to watch the old dad listen to, Rush Limbaugh, fucking, racist, just angry guy. They're always angry, you know. And it would fire him up. Yeah, we gotta do something. And I'm sitting there like taking this all in, like, and you get older, you're like, oh, that's why I voted for that guy. It's called influence. Dad was an early influencer, but I could only subscribe to one channel. It was him, I had a limited thing there. I had a parent block, the rest of other people's views. And then, and then you grow up, you ever deal with crazy shit in your life and then you grow up and you like talk to friends and they're like, you grew up doing what? You did what on Sundays? You just find out like, oh, you grew up in a crazy religion. It's life's exciting. Life is wonderful. My friend, this is true story. Not even joking. I'm what I'm about to tell you is true. I wish it was a joke. I wish I came up with this joke, okay? But what I'm about to tell you, let me grab a sip of this. This is water, I swear. I'm not that big of an alcoholic. Fat guys can chug water. We're always thirsty. We're like got like V12s in us. We're fucking you gotta feed it. So true story here. My friend recently had hernia surgery. Okay, in his pelvis area. Well, it turned his thing black, and it turned his double underneath. Okay, it turned his black. It turned his dick and balls black. My friend had the hernia surgery, and his dick and balls were black. So he took the opportunity to start dating a lot. And let me tell you, he was all over the apps, and he went on a ton of dates. He was the only guy, white guy with black genitalia. And he was dating this one woman. She was really into him. She's like, "Yeah, I've never been with a guy like this, and I like you." And he's in love and stuff. And then apparently, the color restores and goes back to vanilla and Caucasian, if you catch my drift. And she ended up dumping him. She's like, I was into you, but something changed about you. I gotta go, you know? And that was the last time he dated in Berkeley. So, oh, shout out to my friend Jason. I almost got into a fight with another parent at my son's game. This isn't a joke. This is just something that happened. I never knew I was going to be one of those parents that, would get into it at a child's sporting event. But this kid, he gets fouled on our team, and I've had coffee, okay, sober as a goat, fucking hyped watching kids basketball, because when you have something that you've made and it's playing, it's interesting. When my son's not playing, he's on the bench, I don't give a fuck. I mean, when kid got hurt, I was like, all right, come on, move it, move it, move it. You gotta put my son in. But when he's out there, I get passionate. And believe it or not, this play had nothing to do with my son. He had a teammate fall, get fouled, and then but made the shot in, so and one, as the juveniles say it. And the kid gets up and he like does this. He's like, yeah, like kind of gives a tough look. And that's part of sports. It's competitive. It's kind of manly. It's there's a little savagery there. Like they were playing games before fucking how long? Like thousands of years we've been playing some type of game with a ball, and it's just have fueled testosterone. You see some of these older athletes, they look in great shape, like half of them are on steroids probably, but just testosterone. Okay, you ever meet an athlete, you shake their hand, you're like, Jesus Christ, I could probably bang my wife longer than 20 minutes now with that handshake. I felt the testosterone exchange there. So I go, woo, it hypes me up, and this one dad gives me like a dirty look, and he's kind of like a nerdy, like, oh, I went to Harvard, it's my kid plays in kind of a rich neighborhood, and I go, what? Oh, they're just the coffee, that fucking cold brew just fired me to fuck up. What? I couldn't believe it. I felt like fucking Joe Pesci, bro. I was like, yeah, what the? I wanted to say, yeah, what the fuck is your problem? But there's parents and there's little kids on iPads aren't paying attention. That's what parents do now. And and my parents look at them, and I see even the older generation there look at them like, yeah, you have it so easy. I mean, we had to watch, people had to watch kids back in the day. And now they got the AI. So it's gonna get easier, easier, and then it's gonna get more popular, and then the world ends. But anyways, this isn't Joe Rogan podcast. You ever turn on that fucking wackadoos podcast, and then you smoke one, and you're a wackadoo, and you're like paranoid, and you're like, I need to watch Frasier and see that little dog Eddie. I need to chill. This isn't fun. But anyways, I look at this guy, and I go, what? And he goes, kids aren't supposed to be aggressive like that. And I just kind of make that face like, what? And then I turn and I call him a pussy, and I just felt him stare. Like I felt like if I looked, it would have been like ding ding ding. But he was sitting down below me. I was up 2 rows, and there was a little gate thing I could have tried to climb and jump off, but knowing my flexibility and the back kicker there, I probably would have fell and fell on his wife and broke her neck, and now I'm in jail and I'm with gangsters and fucking murderers and bank robbers and fucking terrorists. And they're like, "What you do?" I'm like, what you do?" "I killed someone." "What? Oh, you're cool. Like, welcome to jail." And then and then they go, "How'd you do it? You slit her throat. You fucking slam fucking cement down her windpipe. You jump in a car and jump out right before the cliff." I fell off a bleacher on her. Yeah, bro, I don't know if you can hang out with us anymore. Now I'm alone hanging out with the pedophiles. Like, fuck, dude. This sucks. Yeah, if I can turn back time. That's my favorite song in jail. I'm just crying, hanging out in the library. Uh, thank God I can't predict the future. Ah, you are in jail. Fuck. This is my free time. Ah. Oh man. What was the other note I had? Oh, so anyways. Oh wait, back to the fight. Hang on. So I almost got in with it. If I would have turned my head, it would have been, you know, fucking karate boy, you know, karate chubby guy, you know. Quick episode. He goes to jail the first and it's over. But I don't. I restrain myself. I'm proud, you know. But I'm mad inside, right? And game ends, we win. Feel a little better. And I'm kind of staring at the dude. He's walking away. I'm kind of staring. I'm staring when he can't stare. Yeah, tough guy. And I get in the car with my son. I'm still kind of shaken up because I'm a woman. And I go, I almost fought a dad back there. You think, what do you think about that? He's like, I would have been embarrassed. And I go, even if I won? He goes, would have been a little less embarrassed. Kids will tell the truth, let me tell you that. I bet you if I fucked the dad up, my son would have been like, yeah, cha! Oh my God. That's how it would have been back in the caveman days, or maybe even the 1800s and the cowboy days. My dad fucked you up. Like, that's actually sound like a guy in the neighborhoods where I don't think that's okay anymore. So we're gonna move on. Oh yeah. I never. Oh, this is true. I never wear sandals when I go out to do something because I remember when I was hanging out with Powder and substance abuse and her friend robberies and no homicides, thank God. But just hang out with the wrong people. Sometimes fun things are associated with evil people, which is kind of weird. It's weird that some things make you feel really good and they're really bad. Nice disguise, asshole. I thought you were my friend, Oxycontin. Oh man. Yeah. Ouch. So I remember I watched a guy get robbed. And he was wearing sandals. And I watched him try to chase down the guy that robbed him. Because the guy that robbed him was on foot. He wasn't even in a car. He just said, like, give me your money. And he had like a little knife. And the guy threw the money and then the guy started running. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna run after this guy. That would have been me, like, oh shit, he robbed me. I'm gonna go after him, but I'm gonna wait, like, let him go half a mile first. Like that fake conversate. I don't know what I do. I shit my pants. I'm waiting for that day. I go in some sketchy neighborhoods. I'm waiting for oof. But anyways, someone on this podcast is a fake one. Huh? Surprised I'm a fan. That would give me a heart attack. But yeah, I watched this guy try to chase a guy, and the sandals broke. He tried to wear barefoot, but we're in a bad neighborhood. And if you're in a bad neighborhood, there's glass everywhere. For some reason, there's glass everywhere in bad neighborhoods. You're just walking on glass. And this guy cut his foot, and he cried and yelled. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll go wait somewhere else to finally get the drugs. Because back in the day, you would have to wait for hours sometimes. I had some really effed up drug dealers that would say, "Oh yeah, I'm around the corner." 2 hours later, like, that's how you know you really want something when you wait, right? Oof. That was before the good phones. You look at the phone. You can kill so much time with a smartphone. I can wait anywhere now. You know, I saw people complain, "Oh, I was on a plane for 7 hours." You don't have a phone? You give me a phone and some headphones, and I'm gone for at least 15 hours. No. How? Okay, I'm good for like 10 hours, maybe 8. Let's be realistic. Fully charged, everything's charged. It's not gonna die. You give me some weed or a little alcohol, I'm set for a good 24 hours. Phone, headphones, fuck 24 hours. I'm good for 40 hours. Let's fly around the world twice, you know? You know you're fat when you eat in your underwear. Guilty. My son hides food from me. These are notes I write down. Like, oh yeah, I thought about that the other thing. He told me, I'm hiding it. It'll be good for both of us. I'm like, you know where you're putting it. Just tell me. Like the other day, he told me, I got my shirt off, I'm laying on bed. He goes, he's looking at my belly button. He goes, "You have a deep belly button." I'm like, that's one way of calling me fat. You know, it's like a polite way. He's like looking with his eye like down. I'm like, it's not a tunnel. It's a no outlet, and it's not that deep. You know, it's a illusion. Saw on the news that a man killed himself because he was ashamed that he farted. I was like, I would have killed myself a long time ago if that was the case for me. I am a farter. I I I honestly I was nervous the other day. I had such a bad fart in a client's office. I thought they were gonna call my boss. Your guy tried to poison us. I was nervous. Like next time I see him, they're gonna like be mad at me or something. This guy I know was telling me that he thinks his wife is ugly and that he wants to be with a younger, more attractive woman. He goes, I mean, the good part about being with an unattractive woman is, you don't have to worry when she goes out with her friends. You ever meet a guy with a hot girlfriend, they're worried all the time. They're pacing back and forth because they know they could be hooking up with another guy, they could be getting creeped on, assaulted. He goes, I can't have that on my conscience. I guess I'll stick with old Frankenstein over here. And at that moment, I realized, there's reasons why I limit seeing my dad. I turned to him, I said, give me $300 and I won't tell mom. Millennial, trying to get that money. Californian. Oh my God. Was that fun? Was that a fun little podcast? Come see me in Hanford tomorrow, August 29th. Check my Instagram _AlexWoody Comedy for my upcoming gigs. I got a bunch coming out. I'm usually at Copper Spoon in Oakland, 7 o'clock. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, I'm there all the time. Saturdays, I'm going to be there actually this Saturday. Labor Day weekend, man, I'm at Copper Spoon. Sorry, cat's out of the bag. Oakland, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock shows light. It's about to get dangerous. It's about to get dangerous. This podcast is brought to you by Silver Tongue Audio. Go to silvertongueaudio.org and you'll see my podcast there, free download. You can be free. Nothing's free in this fucking country, even though they say it's the land of the free. Are you kidding me? Let's not get political, though. Silver Tongue Audio doesn't get political. They just hook it up free out of the kindness of their heart. They tell you just to subscribe and tell your friends. Now, there's a couple other podcasts I want to mention before I get out of here. At silvertongueaudio.org, you'll see mine, Dazed and Disturbed. It's a fun podcast. Guy hangs out with Mary Jane, shines a little light on dark subjects. It's funny, it's dark, kind of creepy at times. I love it. Check it out. And then the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. You guessed it. Video game-based information coming right into your ears. Okay, guy? It's people in the industry talking about upcoming games. They're talking about maybe cheat codes. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if it's a thing anymore. But they're full of fun and entertainment and news for you. And it's something cool you can play video games and listen to the NPC podcast at the same time. What's better than that is two great things coming at you at once. Love technology, love Silver Tongue Audio. I love you guys. This is Heat Club Dangerous. Bye-bye.